There were hundreds in attendance at the Bethune Center for Jersey City's Mayor Stephen Fulop's first of 6 State of the City addresses, starting with Ward F.
I talked about my commitment to making Jersey City one of the best mid-sized cities in the entire country. And while we still have much more work to do, I believe we've started to reach the benchmarks we've started to achieve. So during these first few moments when I stood at City Hall, I outlined my plan, I hope, to build an administration that would truly move our city forward. We've had some incredible successes, as well as some real challenging moments, but overall, I am proud to report the state of the city is strong and only getting stronger.
Mayor Fulop talks about the unemployment rate drop, which is the lowest rate it's been in 25 years. As for job and business creation, Jersey City ranks number 1 in the entire state with 7,000 jobs and 600 new small businesses under his administration. He also pointed at the developments that are happening not just along the waterfront, but on the south and west side of Jersey City, especially at Journal Square. On the topic of development, the mayor also mentioned the creation of more affordable housing and the additional 21 priority units for homeless veterans. In his address, he added that Jersey City was the first city in the state to take on Michelle Obama's challenge to end veteran homelessness.
Regarding our city's children, in partnership with the Board of Education, we've regained nearly full local control over our public school district after being controlled by the state for more than 20 years. Last year, we demonstrated the strength of this promise with the opening of the Dr. Maya Angelou's Public School, the city's first newly constructed school in more than a decade. We look forward to the opening of 2 additional schools, an elementary school in the Heights and a new public school to open downtown in a residential housing development, which we announced last year. Just last July, we opened a new 10-classroom pre-K center on the west side. And while we view the increased demand in our schools as a constructive challenge, we also view it as an indicator of our success in building a city in which families want to stay and grow.
The mayor also highlighted that under his administration, Jersey City has served as a model for policies for many social initiatives. He mentioned enacting the paid sick leave legislation, minimum wage to $15 an hour to municipal workers, transit inclusive coverage to city employees, and a nationwide model for the prisoner reentry program.
This past Friday, I signed an executive order establishing Jersey City as a sanctuary city. This is one of the most diverse cities in the entire country. And regardless of the neighborhood in which you live, I am sure that you've experienced the ways in which this diversity adds to the vibrancy of our city. For 3 years in a row, residents have seen no municipal tax increases, despite a growing police force, the expansion of affordable housing, and the investment of millions of dollars in city parks. Few cities in New Jersey can make that claim. And this year, we are committed to keeping this promise yet again, with tonight announcing for the 4th year in a row we will have no municipal tax increase. This year, we plan on focusing and producing more affordable housing and increasing our police force to help build a stronger Bergen-Lafayette community. But if I can find ways to make residents of this specific community feel more comfortable walking home at night or feel a greater sense of pride in this neighborhood, then I know we're doing our job effectively. I can't stress enough the impact more police officers will have on the city as a whole, and I'm proud of the steps we've taken to grow our police force to the largest it has been in 20 years.
Under his administration, the number of police officers grew from 779 to 922, the largest it's been in 2 decades. Also on public safety, Fulop explained that the new recruits have spent their first month of training immersed in the community they will soon be serving. In addition, Fulop stressed that the police department will continue to represent the diverse composition of the city. He announced that the installation of 200 CCTVs has begun, starting with the South and West districts. As for Jersey City youth, the Work Summer Programs has provided employment and enrichment programs to 1,000 students a year.
We've reappropriated our budget to include an additional $1 million per year to expand our recreation programs since our administration took office. After-school programming now also includes educational opportunities, including engineering workshops and homework assistance. This year, through partnerships with the Board of Education and Jersey City together, we will expand after-school recreation programs in schools 14, 15, and 29.
Fulop also mentioned SciTech City, the expansion of Liberty Science Center, which is a $280 million project and will feature a biotech lab, coding lab, technology business incubator, and a K-12 STEM-focused public school.
So as we scale back and revise our tax abatement program, the one place where we will continue to focus is affordable housing. We recently approved a project that will include 54 units of affordable housing right around the hub. Also, later this month, with the support of the Council President, Rolando Lavarro, who's here tonight, an ordinance will be introduced that strengthens our city's rules regarding door-to-door solicitation. And it's no secret that Bergen-Lafayette has been a long overlooked neighborhood when it comes to economic development.
As for the economic revitalization in Ward F, Fulop spoke about the City Hall annex, which will be placed around the hub. This $20 million project is designed to be the center of the area's economic revitalization with 300 city jobs and is expected to attract more small businesses and restaurants.
This neighborhood had long been a forgotten place, and the level of neglect that can be seen took decades to occur. Many of these issues won't be solved overnight or even in one single mayoral term. However, I truly believe we've started to lay the framework that will revive a community and restore hope in residents that sometimes feel forgotten.
The mayor received a standing ovation for his address. Hudson County View, the eye of the community.